Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Sorensen and welcome to our March Market Update 2.0. So we've had a lot going on up here, but I'll kick off with a recent result. Now you might remember this house from a couple of weeks ago, number 181 Pacific Highway at Charmhaven. This is a property I've sold once before in my career and we're given the opportunity to sell this again. Very unique home with surfboards out the front. Now this property here kicked off with a price guide of $490 and we sold it in 23 days prior to auction for $520,000 to a local buyer. You know, the interesting thing about that is that every time I turn on the TV or I have buyers come into my homes on the weekend, they're all telling me how bad the market is. You know, I sit in front of owners who are looking at selling and their bank managers are telling them how bad the market is. Well, that's really not the case. You know, given that we had the second most searched property on realestate.com with that particular property that was for sale, yes, it was unique. However, positioning a property to sell is something which is actually a talent and it's a skill which can only be learned over time. So at our office, we're not having any trouble clearing property. Our auction clearance rate is still sitting at 75% prior to auction with an average days on market of just 31. So in anyone's language, that is not a bad market. It's a regular market now is the way I would sort of term it. Very similar to different times in my career up here on the Central Coast. Anyhow, that was a great campaign and thanks very much, Sean, for the opportunity to work for you once again. Now, kicking off with some new properties this week, I'd love to introduce number 19 K Avenue at Camel. Now this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage property situated on a large block of land, almost 700 metres, has an in-ground swimming pool, all the mod cons through it. This property is being taken to market with the auction method as well. Now, one of the great things about Camel is it has an excellent primary school for children. It always ranks very high on the my school's website, so check that out. This one's kicking off with a price guide of $590. Another great property hitting the market this week, number 14 Dunlop Road at Blue Haven. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage design property built by a company by the name of Alum. So the home is just on 10 years old, lovely location. This one here is kicking off with a price guide of $550 using the auction method. We're expecting that one to be popular. Lots of first home buyers in that price range right now, so we'll keep you posted how that goes over the coming weeks. Just finishing up with something a little bit different, number 12 Garangai Close at Wadalba. Now this is an exceptional parcel of land. It's registered land, almost dead level. It's got over a 21-metre frontage, so you know, it's very rare to find home sites now which are that wide where you can build a house with a triple garage with side access or something like that. So this block would be suitable. It's also using the auction method, kicking off with a price guide of $295,000 on that block. As I mentioned, completely registered, so you can start building straight away once you put your plans into council on that one. Now, what are we actually seeing in the marketplace up here? Well, as I mentioned before, you know, the rhetoric which I'm hearing now is becoming a little bit boring, to be truthful. All the people we're running into up here are telling me how bad the market is. You know, mortgage brokers have got it in their head how bad the market is. Solicitors, conveyancers, you know, sellers, everyone's just talking this market down. And it really, you know, there's no need for it because when you actually have a property which is presented well, much like what you're seeing here today, styled, painted, presented really, really well, you're not going to have any issues. Last week we launched a property, 14 Blue Ridge Drive. Now I haven't got a result that I can share with you just yet, but at the first open house we had 18 groups through. So by any standard, that is not a quiet market. So one thing I'd like you to focus on is really just if you're an owner looking to sell, you just got to get the details right. Right now I'd call it the 1%ers. So as you go around a property, when we're presenting a property for sale, we always want to tick all the boxes. You know, get the styling right, the painting, the front of the house, the presentation right. All those 1%ers really count at the moment, making your property stand out. If you're a buyer, yeah, certainly, there's probably some bargains out there, absolutely, and the harder you look, the more you're going to find like that. But realistically, if you're serious about buying, just tap into the reason why you're actually buying. Are you buying because you need to be in the home now, or are you buying because you want to try and do some sort of renovation and flip? Probably not the market to be flipping, but if you're buying for your family, I mean, one of the things I was told early on in my career is that time takes care of everything. So if you're buying for the long term, it doesn't matter. You're going to have peaks, you're going to have troughs. You know, the road can be a little bit bumpy at times, but over the course of a period of time while you live there, it's going to be fairly consistent. So I hope that advice helps you out a little bit. My name's Andrew Sorensen. Catch up with you soon.